Lord Nrsingha is Vishnu avatar. Sri Nava Narasimha Swami, Ahovalam. So 9 different forms of Lord Nrsingha. You can see all the different deities there. They're all there in Ahovalam. So this is the place where Lord Nrsingha appeared and where he killed the demon Hiranyakashipu and he saved Prahlad Maharaj. So Ahobalam means Ahobalam. Aho, Bala, what? Balam, great strength. Aho, what great strength. So Lord Nrsingha, half lion, half man, incarnation, appeared out of the pillar in his fierce and effulgent form. And all the Devatas exclaimed, Ahobalam, what great strength. Stala Purana mentions this wonderful pastime. An additional note to Lord Nrsingha's Leela is in 7th canto Srimad Bhagavatam. So on the plea of Prahlad, Lord Nrsingha continues to reside at Ahobalam on the peak, Garuda Chala. Since this place was contaminated by blood of Hiranyakashipu, and his army, the Lord invoked river Mundakini to clean it. Since the river cleansed the dirt or the sins that caused birth, she became called as river Bhavanashini. Bhavanashini. Lakshmi Devi appeared and sat on the folded leg or the thigh of the Lord. And the forest grove got the name as Lakshmi Van. Seeing the beautiful sight of the Lord and her consort, all the great sages assembled and sang praises from the mountain. The mountain from where they chanted came to be called as Vedadri. Ahobalam also got its name because of Bila, cave. Long, long ago, even before Lord Nrsingha appeared to kill Hiranyakashipu, Garuda once performed severe penance with a desire to see the darshan of Lord Nrsingha's form. Pleased with him, the Lord guided Garuda to see his Nrsingha avatar form in a huge nearby cave. Garuda proceeded and was benedicted to see this beautiful form in this cave. Hence this area also got its name of the place of beautiful cave, Ahobalam. The mountain on which Garuda performed austerities came to be known as Garuda Chala or Garudadri and Garuda Shailam. It is very popularly known that Nilamala, range of mountains, is the manifestation of Sri Adishesha, the great serpent of Lord Vishnu. On his 7 hoods lays Tirupati, on stomach Ahovalam, and on the tail lies Sri Shailam. The Brahmanda Purana states that Ahovalam was the dwelling place of the demon King Hiranyakashipu, who was killed by the Lord. Mention of legends connected with the whole of Ahovalam can be found in the Kurma Purana and many other scriptures. So let's have a look, see the different forms of Lord Nrsingha. Jwala, Ahobila, Kroda, Malola, Karanja, Bhargava, Yogananda, Malalanserti, Sharatravata, Pavana. So many different names for Lord Nrsingha. So many different forms and many temples near there. We'll just have a look here. Here's the map of Sri Nrsingha temples. Maybe one day we can all go there. So this Ahovalam, 256 kilometers from Tirupati. So from Tirupati, you can go 256, that's like 8 hours or something in India to go so far. To visit Ahovalam, the best is to travel from Tirupati. Oh, is it 5 hours? 5 hours drive from Tirupati. Wait, we got some pictures or some. Here we go. So here is the Ugra Stamba. This is the pillar from which Lord Nrsingadev came after Hiranyakashipu angrily struck the pillar. Like Lord Hiranyakashipu was very angry with Prahlad because Prahlad was always telling his father that the best thing he learned from the teachers was to worship Vishnu. And he told his father, you should hear and chant about Vishnu. So Hiranyakashipu got very angry because he wanted Prahlad to be a demon like him. And so Hiranyakashipu was asking Prahlad, where is Lord Nrsingadev? And he asked Prahlad, is he in here? And there was a pillar. And he struck the pillar. He said, is he in here? And he broke the pillar. And Lord Nrsingadev came out from the pillar. So this is the pillar. You can see here up on the hill here. This is the pillar. He struck the pillar. And Lord Nrsingadev came out. You see these are the devotees? They're climbing. They have to climb the mountain to go up to the Ugra Stamba. Ugra Nrsingha. And you can see it's very high up. Atop the Ugra Stamba. You can see the devotees there and see it's so high up. So atop Ugra Stamba, there's an impression of the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and a flag. You can see the flag. We cannot see the feet. We cannot see the impression of Lord Chaitanya's feet, but we see the flag. So Lord Chaitanya went there actually 500 years ago. Lord Chaitanya climbed up this mountain and he went to see the place. And this is where Hiranyakashipu's palace existed. You see up here on this top of this mountain here, this is where Hiranyakashipu had his palace. Thousands of years ago, long time ago. Here you see Lord Nrsingadev fighting with Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu, he is a typical demon. He's very atheist. He doesn't believe in God. He doesn't believe in Vishnu. He doesn't believe in God. He's a demon, asura, right? The asuras, they're always against God. So he was very angry when his son became a devotee. So he didn't believe in God, and Hiranyakashipu had got a benediction from Brahma that he could not be killed by any man or any animal. So that's why Lord Nrsingadev came half man, half animal. You see his human legs and chest, but he's got the animal arms and face and head. So half man, half animal. Because Hiranyakashipu did great austerities and Lord Brahma blessed him, you cannot be killed by any man or any animal. So Hiranyakashipu came half man, half animal. Not man, not animal. And in this way he could fight with Hiranyakashipu and kill him. And Hiranyakashipu also got a benediction. He would not die in the day or in the night. So Lord Nrsingadev appeared just at the beginning of the night, just at the end of the day. It wasn't the day, it wasn't the night. It was just in the time of the end of the day and the beginning of the night. And Hiranyakashipu also got a benediction that he would not die on the land or in the air or in the water. So Lord Nrsingadev killed him. How did he kill him? He put him on his lap and he ripped him apart. So he didn't die in the air, he died on the lap of Lord Nrsingadev. So Lord Nrsingadev was very careful to keep all the benedictions which Prahlad Maharaj had given. You see, this is telling about some of the different temples here. Sri Jwala Nrsinga Temple. This is the exact place where the fierce anger of the Lord Nrsingadev reached a culmination when he tore Hiranyakashipu. So Lord Nrsingadev was fighting with Hiranyakashipu. Lord Nrsingadev got very angry and he had a great fight. So very wonderful. And here you can see devotees going the way to Jwala Nrsinga Swami Temple. You can see the path here, going up the mountains here. You can see it's a lot of climbing when you go there, but very beautiful nature, countryside. People like to go and see these places. It's very nice. Here you can see the temple. This place where the fierce anger of Lord Nrsingadev culminated. And Lord Nrsingadev just killed Hiranyakashipu at this place. Because Lord Nrsingadev was very angry. Why was Lord Nrsingadev so angry? Because Hiranyakashipu had been so nasty to Prahlad, and Prahlad is the devotee of the Lord. Prahlad was a devotee. He was always preaching and chanting. And so Lord Nrsingadev was very angry that this Hiranyakashipu had been doing so many bad things to Prahlad. It made Lord Nrsingadev very angry. Here you can see a nice pastime. This is the spot where Jwala Nrsinga is sitting with Hiranyakashipu on his lap. You can see, this is Lord Nrsingadev here, and there's Hiranyakashipu. He's on the lap of Lord Nrsingadev. So he's on the lap of Lord Nrsingadev, and Lord Nrsingadev uses his claws because Hiranyakashipu had a benediction. He would not be killed by any weapon. So he was not killed by any weapon. He was killed by the nails of Lord Nrsingadev. Lord Nrsingadev ripped him apart. And so it said, this is a threshold of the main entrance door of the spacious temple, or spacious palace of Hiranyakashipu. There are 3 deities in the temple: Ashtabhuj Nrsinga, Chaturbhuj Nrsinga, and Nrsinga chasing Hiranyakashipu. So, this is a beautiful picture. Eh? This is Jwala Nrsinga. You can see very clearly Hiranyakashipu and Lord Nrsingadev, and he's ripping his intestines. Lord Nrsingadev has many arms, you can see. Very beautiful picture. And here's another picture. Lord Nrsingadev killing Hiranyakashipu. Here you can see all the blood. Lord Nrsingadev was so angry. And there's Prahlad at the side. Prahlad is coming, and Prahlad is offering a garland to Lord Nrsingadev. Everyone was afraid, but Prahlad was not afraid. It said, the Supreme Lord laughed loudly and captured the demon again. Hiranyakashipu moved his limbs all around, but the Lord simply placed the demon on his lap, and with the sharp nails of his lotus hands, he easily tore into Hiranyakashipu's body. Hiranyakashipu actually had a very powerful body. Nobody could harm him. His body was like steel, but still, when Lord Nrsingadev used his nails, he ripped him apart. And this is Rakta Kund Tirtha. In front of the Jwala Nrsinga temple is a point called Rakta Kunda Tirtha. Below a fully open cave where Lord Nrsingadev, after killing the demon Hiranyakashipu, he washed his blood-stained hands, and hence the water of this kunda turned red. The water of this kunda is crystal clear and is very sweet. When Lord Nrsingadev washed his hand, the water became all red. The kunda turned red. So this is another picture. This is the Rakta Kund, Rakta meaning red, and Kunda, the lake. So it's a holy place. One can see the red stains around this tirtha. You can see the actual stains around the bathing place. This is looking downwards. When you go up the mountain, you can see how high up the temple is. You look down, you can see everywhere. And then another temple, Ahovala Nrsingha temple. The Ahovala Nrsingha temple is on the upper Ahobalam. This is a cave, one of the caves near Ahovala Nrsingha temple. And here you can see Lord Nrsingadev along with Lakshmi. Ugra Nrsingha, Ugra means angry. So just like in Mayapur, we also worship Ugra Nrsingha when he's angry. And so why was he angry? He's tearing apart Hiranyakashipu because he was so angry of him. And in front of Lord Nrsingadev is Prahlad Maharaj. And to the side of Lord Nrsingadev is Lakshmi. She's also coming to bless the devotees. There's a beautiful Ahovala Nrsingha picture. You can see the deity, so very nice. So Lord Nrsingadev, he's also Bhagavan. He's also very attractive. Here you can see Lord Nrsingadev, why he's very angry. After he killed Hiranyakashipu, all the army of Hiranyakashipu, they all came to fight with Lord Nrsingadev. So thousands of them, the big army of Hiranyakashipu, they all came to attack Lord Nrsingadev. And Lord Nrsingadev killed all of them. He ripped them all apart. So he was very angry. That's why you can see how angry he is in that picture. Then another temple, Malola Nrsingha. There's a temple there. And here's the deity. Here's, you can see this nice picture. This is Prahlad Maharaj down here, just a young boy, 5 years old. And all the demigods, they were all afraid. They didn't want to go in front of Lord Nrsingadev because Lord Nrsingadev was so angry. So they sent Prahlad. They told Prahlad, you go and speak to Lord Nrsingadev, because Lord Nrsingadev was so angry. He was roaring, he was making so much noise, they couldn't calm him. And even Lakshmi came, his wife, she couldn't calm him. So then they thought, let Prahlad go. So Prahlad went to speak to Lord Nrsingadev. You can see here. And Lord Nrsingadev puts his lotus hand on the head of Prahlad Maharaj. And after he blessed Prahlad Maharaj like that, then Prahlad could offer prayers to Lord Nrsingadev. You see all the demigods. There's Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma. All the other demigods are all there. They couldn't pacify him. Lakshmi's also there. But Prahlad, his little devotee, he came and he spoke to Lord Nrsingadev and he pacified him. So Lord Nrsingadev had killed Hiranyakashipu. He was the father of Prahlad. So now Prahlad had to become the king because Hiranyakashipu had been the king. So Prahlad was made the king. And here you can see Prahlad on the throne and they're putting the crown on his head. This is another temple of Lord Nrsingadev, Sri Krodha Nrsimha or Varaha Nrsimha. Oh, very ancient deity. Krodha Nrsimha, also glorified by devotees as Varaha Nrsimha, is a very special form of the Lord with the face of a boar. Right? Lord Nrsingadev with the face of a boar. So that's why it's Varaha Nrsimha. It's Lord Nrsingadev, but he's got Varaha's face. Some devotees say, not all. And here you can see the devotees going on the way to the temple, up the mountains, and through the jungle, up to the temple. And here's the temple. And Ramanujacharya, he came here and he spoke here. He gave talks here about Lord Nrsingadev. So a very holy place. You can see a lot of trees, just mountain, jungle. Then Karanja Nrsinga temple, beautiful temple. You can see the nice Gopuram here, entrance to the temple. And here's the deity, Sri Karanja Nrsinga. It's under the Karanja tree, so it's called Karanja Nrsinga. Lord Nrsingadev is in meditation, and there's a cobra over his head. The upper right hand holds the chakra, and the left hand holds his saranga bow. So it's a special form of Lord Nrsinga. And then Bhargava Nrsinga. Bhargava Nrsinga in front of the temple where Bhargava Ram performed his penance. So Bhargava Ram did austerities there. Lord Nrsingadev here is four-handed. Upper two hands hold the chakra and shank. Lower two hands have the intestines of Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu is holding a sword in his right hand, and Prahlad is on the right in the Stanaka posture with Anjali Hasta. Prahlad is on the right. So, very special deities. You can see Bhargava Nrsinga. Then Yogananda, number 7 deity, Yogananda. The Yogananda Nrsinga. The deity is four-handed, chakra in the upper hand and shankha. Other two hands rest on his knee. So different forms. And here you can see the temple, Bala Yogananda Nrsinga temple. You can see the pujari there giving Charanamrita. Then Chhatravata Nrsinga temple. Lord Sri Chhatravata Nrsinga. Can't see the deity, we can only see the pujari. It's not a very good. Here we are. So Lord Nrsingadev here, very unique. He's got a very beautiful, wide smile on his face. So others we saw is angry, but here he's got a smile, very happy. The Lord is worshipped under a peepal tree, surrounded by thorny bushes. So it's a very nice deity. The Lord is happy here, smiling. And then Pavana Nrsinga, this nice deity here. This is the most peaceful form of the Lord among all the 9 Nrsingadev temples. The Lord here liberates the devotees from all the sins of the past lives and the present lives. So this is very wonderful. We get freed of all sins by just seeing these wonderful. Let's take the blessings of this Pavana Nrsimha. We take away all of our sins. Jai, Nrsinga Bhagwan ki Jai. Jai. So you have to go through the forest. There's wild animals there, deer, different things. They made a path for jeeps to go, but it's very rough. 2-hour drive from Lower Ahovalam, takes 2 hours to drive. Forest, Prahlad Varada Nrsinga temple. That's at the bottom of Ahovalam, one of the newer temples. Okay, Sri Prahlad Varaha Nrsinga. So very holy place. The great acharyas go there and visit, see the deities. Lakshmi Nrsingha Swami, Lord Ahovalam. Lord Nrsingha Dev is blessing Prahlad Maharaj. Lakshmi Nrsingha Swami, the presiding deity of this temple. Patabe Ramula Vari Sanidhi. Prahlad Metu, the school of Prahlad, situated in a cave. So Prahlad had gone to school here with all the other children, the demons, and Prahlad was preaching to them and telling them about Krishna consciousness. So this is the place where the school was. This is Lord Nrsingha Dev at Prahlad Metu. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, sculptured by Prahlad on rocks at his school. So they wrote on the rock, here's Prahlad with his school friends. And Prahlad's telling them, don't waste your time playing cricket and football. Chant Hare Krishna. Use the life to cultivate Krishna consciousness. Prahlad teaching all the demons, although they're sons of demons, he got them all to chant and dance. So this is some things about the place. Many pastimes took place. If we had more time, you could go there. Here's Prahlad. You can see the demons trying to kill Prahlad. His father was such a demon. He wanted his son killed. He put him with all these demons. They tried to kill him, but they couldn't kill him. They couldn't kill him. All their weapons just became soft. They threw him off the mountain, but Prahlad didn't die. He didn't even get hurt. They did so many things to him. This is Narada Muni. He was going to, when Hiranyakashipu's wife was pregnant and Prahlad was still in the womb, the demigods wanted to take the lady and wait. When she gave birth, they were going to kill the child. But Narada Muni, he came there and he told them, no, you can't do that because this child is a great devotee. He said, you'd never be able to kill the child anyway. And he said, you don't have to fear this child, he's a great devotee. So Narada Muni took the lady to his ashram and read the scriptures. And in this way, Prahlad became a great devotee. So these are some of the main points about Prahlad Maharaj. Right? You can read more, many things. Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj. If anybody has any question, please unmute yourself and ask it.
We get a lot of blessing from worshipping Lord Nrsingha Dev. Lord Nrsingha Dev destroys our sins, and he also can fulfill our desires. If we have some obstacles, some problems in our life, Lord Nrsingha Dev can destroy the obstacles to help us. He's very kind, very merciful. And well, of course, we have Lord Nrsingha Dev here in Mayapur to protect the devotees because he gives great protection. That's why we brought Lord Nrsingha Dev here in Mayapur. He came after Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada had already left the world. But one point our temple here in Mayapur was attacked by some dacoits. And they wanted to steal the deities, and they threw some bomb and they blew off a devotee's leg. And they did terrible things, you know. So we wanted to protect the holy place of Mayapur. So we thought it would be good to bring Lord Nrsingha Dev, because Lord Nrsingha Dev protects the devotees. So that's how Lord Nrsingha Dev appeared here in Mayapur. Okay, so thank you very much for listening. Will we chant Hare Krishna now, Vaishnavi?
Yes, Guru Maharaj. Sorry, Tanmay Prabhu.
Are we supposed to have a quiz?
Yeah.
Okay. Guru Maharaj, actually, we have one more short session by the kids.
Oh, good.
Thank you. I actually have a question, Guru Maharaj. Is as a starter, like when we first start praying for Nrsimha, what is the procedure? Like we do normally Mahamantra, but for praying to Nrsimha Dev, what is the starting point?
Well, we sing Namaste Narasimhaya, that song, which is that song, Namaste Narasimhaya. That is actually from the Gita Govinda, or it's from the Dasavatar Stotra, which is coming, it's the beginning of the Gita Govinda by Jayadev Goswami. And he offers prayers to each of the 10 avatars.
Okay.
And Lord Nrsingadev is one of them. So that's one way to approach Lord Nrsingadev. The other way is to read about Lord Nrsingadev from Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto. 7th canto describes the appearance of Lord Nrsingadev. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he liked to hear about Prahlad Maharaj. And he would regularly read. He would read about Dhruva Maharaj and Prahlad Maharaj. And Dhruva, of course, was very determined. And Prahlad Maharaj was very devotional, always remembering Krishna.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. So now we move on to the next part of our session. And for this, we all will participate, but it's a quiz session. So we'll have Bhuvana and Joshita asking us some question. And there is a procedure to answer is, I request all the participants to raise their virtual hands, not the actual hand, but the hand on Zoom. And we'll see who has raised hand first, because it comes in order, and we'll give the floor and request to unmute. So please don't answer without raising hand. And if you have any question about how to raise hand, please you can let me know and I can help you out with that. So are we all ready to participate in the quiz? I hope. Vaishnavi Bani Mataji, we can move on with Joshita and Bhuvana.
Yeah, Joshita, Bhuvana, you can switch on your video and come up with your questions. Bhuvana? Yeah.
Okay, the first question is, where did Lord Nrsimha appear?
I see Nitya Mataji and Anirudh has raised their hand. Is anybody else raising hand? No. So
can I see the answer?
Who's this?
Anirudh.
Anirudh? Yes, sure, Anirudh. Go ahead. I will.
In Karnataka, Ahobilam.
Is it correct, Bhuvana and Joshita?
We put in Sri Ahobilan Yatra in the Kumar district, Andhra Pradesh.
So is it correct or is it wrong?
It is not in Karnataka, it's in Andhra Pradesh.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
The second question is, what are all the names for Nrsimha Dev?
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, can you repeat the question again?
What are all the names for Nrsimha Dev? There are 9 names.
All 9 names of Nrsimha Dev. feedback is ready.
or 10? We
And
could
one of
choose
them
some of them.
you already told us one of them, right?
Yeah.
If somebody know at least a few of them, can raise hand and we can add up. Okay, I see Anirudh again. Anirudh, please, yeah, please go ahead.
Ahobila, Krodha, Molala, Karanja, Bhagava, we know these few names.
They were all correct, and the rest were Malola, Sarti, and then Kshatravarta and Pavana and Jwala.
Thank you.
The third question. What is the name of Prahlad Maharaj's father and what type of demoniac act did he want to do?
Can you repeat the question again, please?
What is the name of Prahlad Maharaj's father and what type of demoniac act did he want to do?
Is there somebody who wants to participate? Raise hand. I see again Anirudh. I'll let you answer.
Hiranyakashipu, Prahlad's father, and he wanted to kill Vishnu.
It's correct. Answer is correct.
Okay, next question. What is the name of the pond in front of Jwala Nrsimha temple?
The name of the pond in front of Jwala Nrsimha temple. This is an exam of Guru Maharaj's presentation.
Can
Nobody?
I answer?
Yes, Mataji, sure. Anybody can answer.
Raksha Tirtha?
Yes.
Raktatirtha.
Fourth question. What is the benediction Hiranyakashipu asked Lord Brahma?
The benediction Hiranyakashipu asked Lord Brahma.
Or the boon?
I can tell a few of part of the boon, maybe. I can try if you allow me. Okay. So his request was to become immortal, which was not granted.
Yes.
And also he said he does not want to be killed in daytime or nighttime. Then he said he does not want to be killed on the land, on air, or in the water. And he mentioned what type of creatures cannot kill him.
He cannot be killed by either man or animal, and he cannot be killed by any weapon.
Okay. So I missed weapon.
Okay. Sixth question. How did Narasimha Dev kill Hiranyakashipu?
All of us know this. Somebody please raise hand to answer this.
Can you repeat the question?
How did Narasimha Dev kill Hiranyakashipu?
Anirudh.
He killed Hiranyakashipu with his nails because he should not be killed by any weapon, and he also told that you should not be killed by animal or man. So he came in an animal plus man form, and he told that he should not be killed. He should not be killed in the day or night. So Hiranyakashipu came just before midnight, so he can be killed by killed in the 12 o'clock midnight. So that's not day or night.
Correct.
No, 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 not
No.
correct.
No, but no, he didn't
No,
kill.
he
Sorry. He killed Hiranyakashipu in sunset, so it was not day and it was not night. So when it was dusk.
Okay.
next question.
Guru Maharaj, do you have something to say?
No,
Okay.
no.
Next question.
I just want to add, maybe they killed in the dusk and not in the dawn, because as a non-devotee, they didn't get up early in the morning. Okay, please, Bhuvana, go ahead with the next question.
Next question. Prahlad asked Hiranyakashipu to reside in that place, but Hiranyakashipu's blood was spilled over there. Which river cleansed the area where Hiranyakashipu's blood was spilled?
We just heard it too. There can be wrong answers easily. I also forgot, although I just heard this. I think nobody is able to answer this question.
Yeah,
Bhuvana
the
and
answer.
Joshita. Yeah, Bhuvana, I think nobody is able to answer this question. We all forgot.
So the name of the river was the river Mandakini, which on earth is also known as the river Ganga. Because it cleansed the area where Hiranyakashipu's blood was spilled, it is called Bhavnashini.
Bhavanashini, yes.
Okay, next question. Which Nrsimha temple is the most peacefulest and frees all the sins from past and present life?
Okay, Anirudh raised his hand before me.
Pavana Nrsingha.
Yes.
Correct.
Next question. This is from the beginning of the lecture, but what does Aho Bilam mean?
Ahobilam. What is the meaning of Ahobilam? Anirudh again. Anirudh, you can answer.
Aho means great. Balam means great strength. Aho means great, and Balam means
Ahobalam.
Bilam means strength. Great strength.
Okay, next question. What is Prahlad Maharaj's school name?
What is the name of Prahlad Maharaj's school?
Yeah.
Can I answer? Prahalad Mettu, right? Metu.
Yeah, correct.
Correct. The next question is, what is a forest grove? Who is the forest grove named after? The forest grove near the place Nrsimha Dev resides.
I think I remember this answer. It's named after Sri Lakshmi Devi.
Yes. That's why the forest grove is named Lakshmi Van.
Yes.
Okay, next question. Who else fighted with Nrsimha Dev after Hiranyakashipu's death?
Pier Angelo, is everybody okay with raising hand? If any problem, please let me know in the chat and I will address. So this one is two-person raised hand, Adri Dharana Das and Anirudh. So I will let Anirudh answer because he raised hand first. Anirudh?
After Hiranyakashipu was killed by Nrsimha, his soldiers fought with Nrsimha.
Correct.
Right. Hare Krishna.
Last question. What is Ugrastamba?
What is Ugrastamba? Okay. Is it the one we saw in the lecture on top of the hill?
Yes.
Okay. Ravin wants to answer. Ravin, please unmute yourself and answer.
Sorry, myself.
Ramya Mataji, please.
It is the pillar where Lord Narasimha emerged, I guess.
It's correct.
And that was the last question you said?
Yes.
Great. Thank you so much, Joshita and Bhuvana. The questions were not very, they were very tough, but Guru Maharaj helped us before to answer these questions. Thank you everybody for participating until now. And I will hand over to Guru Maharaj and we'll do the chanting as usual. And we'll see everybody again next week on Saturday.
Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.